Hello there, traveler. It has been a long time since someone came to this part of the marshlands. Most remain on the roads where it is easier to see and the path is wide. What would make you choose to come through here? Oh, I see. Though I wouldn't exactly call this a shortcut. Sure, it may seem more direct on the map, but the path is narrow and surrounded by thick undergrowth. The animals that make the marshlands home will watch you from the shadows. They wait for lonely travelers like yourself to lose their step or get caught in the twisting branches. For when they do, they become their helpless prey. All that is to say that you should not have wandered into the marshlands unless you know where you are going and what you are doing. Well, if you want, I could lead you through the forest. I know the way. Yes, my family has lived in these woods for generations. I have walked these paths 1,000 times, and I know the dangers and where they lie. You do not know where you are going. If you wish to find your way out of this place, then you should follow me. Well, all right then. Come, this way. My name? You may call me Willow. And yours is? That's a nice name. Come, let's go. You see, the forest is dark, and with its twisting, winding paths, it is easy to lose your way. The paths move with the land and the water, winding around the trees and through the vines. It may not seem to be the most direct route to take, but around here, the straight path isn't always the best one. Yes, I understand it is very hard to see, but the light of the moon is bright, and I have my lantern with me. Well, it's not exactly a normal candlelight or oil lamp, so that would be why it looks so strange to you. I personally love the pale blue color of the light. It's cool and calming. The light is made from the life that comes from the marshlands. I understand that it is a strange answer, but it's hard to explain. The most important thing is that my family has used lights such as these for generations. They produce no heat and no smoke, and are therefore safe to use as we wander through these woods. Did anyone ever tell you that you ask a lot of questions? It's really okay. Actually, I don't mind. Questions like why things are and how does it work were not encouraged for me. I'm not used to them, and I don't know if I can give you the best answer, or any answers for that matter. Oh, watch your head, there's a branch there. But to answer your question, yes, my family has lived in the marshlands for many, many years. I've grown up here, as have my parents before me, as have their parents before them. When I speak of my family, I am referring to my entire community. We are the people of the marshlands. We are a close community, and we all help and look out for one another. Though we may not be related by blood, we can protect one another as if we were. We have to if we want to survive. What do I mean? By what? Oh, survival. The marshlands are dangerous and unforgiving. What was dry land one day could be part of the river by the next. There are poisonous plants and deadly animals lurking both night and day, and there are places here where your own senses may betray you. Yes, it does seem that I don't have many good things to say about my home, but there are many things to admire about the marshlands. You just have to take a closer look. High in the branches, between the trees of the thicket, and just below the surface of the water. If you listen, you can hear the call of distant birds in the thicket. No, I don't know all the different bird calls. There are simply too many. But I will say that that one is probably an owl. You hear them call all the time here. You know, you don't seem very scared of the marshland to me. Are you not scared to walk through here in the darkness? Well, you are braver than most travelers. More calm and collected, too. Why? Well, thank you for putting your trust in me. You must be careful not to get lost, lest you find yourself in the heart of the marshlands. What is in the heart? Death. Yes, death. But that is all I can say. I don't know any more. The heart of the marshlands is in the center, the core of these woods. It is a place with the oldest trees and the coolest, clearest water. But it is also a place of great mystery, and some say dark magic. I know you are curious, but I would say at this time, you should leave that mystery alone for now. Oh, look, there. The vine hanging off the branches of the bush over there. Those are wild grapes. Yes, they are safe to eat. Here, try some. Well, what do you think? You like them? I was hoping. Oh, and just so you know, if the vine is large enough, it can give you fresh water as well. But be very careful. There are other vines in the forest that are not so safe to touch. Like this vine, over here, crawling up this tree. Do you see the hairs on it? And this bunch of 3 green shiny leaves. This vine is very dangerous to even touch. And if it were to catch on fire, do not breathe in the smoke. If you do, your lungs will burn as if they had been set on fire, and you will not recover. These are things I have learned from the elders in my village. They are very wise and know the dangers very well. These are things we pass on to each generation. They are learned by seeing and doing and through experience. You know, the townspeople have never been interested in the marshlands at all. Why do you ask so many questions? You are so interesting. For I mean, for a townsperson, you are very curious and patient as well. Most of your people would not care to learn about the marshlands. If they cannot build a home or grow crops on it, then the land is deemed worthless to them. You're right. Maybe if they would take the time and take a closer look, they would see the beauty and the value here. It is not very often I get to talk to someone. Usually the only sounds I hear are the animals making chirps and chatter in the distant undergrowth. It is rather nice having someone to converse with. Yeah, I guess. I do enjoy your company. I often find myself walking alone, exploring the trails. Huh? Well, yes, there are others in my community who are from my generation, but they are not as keen to explore too far away from the village. And though others are friendly enough, many of my people prefer to keep to themselves and do their own thing. It can feel pretty lonely at times. What? A friend? Why would you want to be my friend? You enjoy talking with me. Well, I guess your company is rather nice. But you are a townsperson, and I dwell in the marshlands. I've never even been to town before. I'll have to visit. Well, I guess I have shown you around my home a little. Yeah, sure. When we make it to town. Yeah, I would like to see your home too. Hold on. Stop here for a second. Oh no, I'm not tired. I'm just thinking. No, I'm not lost. It's just, I have to think for a minute. Well, if you look at the ground, you can see that the path breaks here. One trail leads deeper into the marshlands, and the other to the outskirts of the forest and to town. I want to make sure that I take the correct path. Yes, there is a path there. The trees fell down a few years back during a terrible storm. Normally, the marshlands can take the extra water, but this time the water levels rose and undermined the soil beneath the trees. Then when the wind came up, they toppled over. The elders of the community told us to just leave the trees where they lie, so the trees can be returned to the soil, but it does block the path. They're simple enough to scale, it's just I'm not sure which is the right way to go. What? You trust my call, but why? Oh, I see. Yeah, friends. Okay. The way out of the forest is over those trees. Do you think you can climb them? All right. Here, I'll help you up, and then you can pull me over. Yeah, okay. Now me. Here we go. Come on, let's continue. What is it? Do you see something? No, not that way. Because those distant lights are not lights from your town. I understand they look like them, but I promise you they're not. What are they? That is the heart of the Marshlands. Those lights lure lost travelers and curious wanderers to them. They promise safety and warmth, but they are cold and lead to darkness. Many people have wandered to the heart over the years, and none have come out alive. How do I know? Well, have you ever heard stories and tales from the heart before? Exactly. There are none. It is because none who've seen it has ever lived to tell the tale. Please, come this way. The edge of the forest is not much further now. Well, here we are. Yes, I'm sure. You can see the trees are less dense here, and more moonlight comes through the canopy above. We're at the edge of the marshlands. Look, there, through the trees. You can see the lights of the town over yonder way. Yes, I am sure those are the real lights this time. Listen, before you go, I guess I should tell you. At first, I thought you were like all the rest of the humans. But I see there's something different about you. I was never meant to lead you out of the marshlands, but rather take you to its heart. You see, that is where I live, or rather, we live. But then I suspect you knew, at least in part, that I was not entirely what I seemed to be. No, I'm not human at all. I am what you call a will-o'-the-wisp. Here, I want to show you. Please, don't run in fear. Let me explain first. You see, the light in our lanterns, it's a piece of our hair. The light helps us see our way through the marshlands, as it glows like a soft blue flame when we want it to. From time to time, humans wander into the marshlands, and a wisp would be sent to lead them to the heart of the marsh. There, the elders take them. I don't know what they do with them, but I do know that they are never seen again. I'm sorry I deceived you, but I decided I don't want to see any harm come to you. No, this is what my kind has done for centuries. I don't know any other way. The elders may be a bit cross with me, but I can tell them that you got scared and ran away. They'll probably forgive me for that, seeing as you were to be my first. No, I have never met another human. You were the first. Humans fear the darkness and shadows where they can't see, and the cold and wet waters of the marshland make humans feel uneasy and scared. But that is my home. It is where I've always lived. I have never left the marshland before, so I have never really spoken to a human before. I know this is a lot, and again, I am so sorry for deceiving you. But if you don't mind me saying so, I really did enjoy having a friend, even if it was only for a while. Huh? Wait, what? But why would you still want to be my friend? I almost led you to your death. You trusted me, and I almost got you killed. Yeah, I know I didn't in the end, but... Huh? You forgive me? Really? Thank you. You really don't know how much it means to me. Really. I would love to stay and see your town, but I must get back to my home. The elders will be wondering what happened to me. But maybe when things have calmed down a bit, I can come visit you in the village? Well, on the eve of the next full moon, come to the edge of the forest. If I can, I will try to get away, and I will meet you there. Is that okay? Great! I can't wait until we meet again. But for now, good luck, and goodbye, my friend.